Against Tottenham Hotspur.
What a chance for one of these teams to get their hands on silverware. And over the years, we've seen some great League Cup finals. Let's hope today matches up to some of those occasions. Really looking forward to this one, Derek.
And it's gone behind for the corner. The corner kicks keep on coming. So the corner played into the box. It might still be problematic. Threat over for now, it seems. Bentancur. Madison with it. Spence. And Newcastle with the ball again. Promising move from Tottenham. Madison. On to Richarlison. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Isak. Well, acres of space out wide for Newcastle. Well, possibilities inside the box. And he's hit it with authority! And the keeper getting across to stop it. And taken short. Targets available, cross comes in. And in the end, no damage done. Could play it in. And it's with Isak. The opening goal in the final. And how important could that be as a direction pointer?
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
So the ball is rolling again. That should shake up Spurs a bit. Jed Spence. Now Romero with it. Kulusevski. Spurs pushing forward with options available. Well, it would have taken perfect technique from that sort of range, and that was less than perfect.
Not a good decision from him. That's a waste of possession there.
Joelinton. Guimaraes. Murphy. Possession one. Mickey van de Ven. Spence. Now Romero with it. James Madison. Oh, tremendous goalkeeping. Offside, not that anyone knew. Guimaraes. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. And options in the centre. Can he put it away? James Maddison. And on to Kulusevski. Maddison with it. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Space for the Magpies in the wide position. Harvey Barnes. And defensive play to be applauded. Johnson. On the ball, Richarlison. Dan Burn. Tonali with it. Guimaraes. Sandro Tonali. Barnes. It's looking promising. Isaac. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. And he's keen on cutting in. But they took care of the situation defensively. Brennan Johnson. He'll have a go here. Well, in actual fact, it ended up being a simple claim for the keeper. Isaac. Jacob Murphy. Who can he pick out? Looking for someone to play it to. Well read to ease the pressure. Well, foul play, says the referee. And he read it well, intercepting it. Van de Ven. And now with Kulusevski. Lot to like about that pass. Well, they want that equalizer, but the passing remains smooth. Richarlison. Oh, the equalizer! Just what they needed, and their dream remains very much alive.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Murphy. Acres of space for the Magpies. Chance to play it in. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Spence. Well, Spurs now in potentially a dangerous position. Has eyes for goal. And the ball is loose. Well, defensive resilience there. And Tottenham will get the throw in. Bentancur has a go. And a fine stop. Trippier. He continues his run. And a chance to whip it in here. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. And Spurs moving the ball with purpose. Played into the box. Well, they would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Joelinton. And he has options available. Electing to cross into the centre. It might be on for them. Some of the fans are screaming, have a go. And a fine cross. Making sure nothing came of it. Must take the lead here. And a goal to put them in front. Real drama here.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Pedro Porro. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Kulusevski. Madison with it. And he read it well defensively. Sandro Tonali. Well, they're a bit like a passing machine, and you can understand why they want to play it that way, in front as they are. Joelinton. Passing it accurately. Excellent vision. Joelinton. What a block! Given away by Tottenham. Can he find the right pass? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Mickey van de Ven. Jed Spence. James Madison. Richarlison. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper.
Well, you do sense that Spurs will get the equaliser at some point, but at the moment they are still trailing due to a brilliant stop by the goalkeeper. That was magnificent from him.
Trippier. And making the run to the inside. But quick thinking defensively. That's a good-looking ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton. Murphy. Trippier. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. And the cross goes in. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Well, that's good defending. Well organised at the back. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. James Madison. Bentancur with it. Dejan Kulusevski. An attack full of promise. Madison. My goodness, the importance of getting there was not lost on the keeper. Sandro Tonali. Here's Isak. Trippier. It's a weighted pass. Oh, what a clearance under pressure. Had to react and did. Well, Newcastle have it back now. Isak. Trippier now. Crossing possibilities. And a strong tackle. And a body in the way. Bentancur. Dejan Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson. And Spurs moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Fine cross into the middle. Stopped a surefire goal. And a Spurs corner as they chase this game. Well, he let them go on, but now he's going to deal with the yellow card situation.
Yeah, and he was always going to be booked for that challenge. It was a poor one, you have to say.
He's driven in the corner. Oh, disappointing clearance. Bentancur. Will they get themselves level here? Oh, a goal it is! The equalizer in this final. What next in the drama?
Well, here it is again. And when you clear the ball, you have to get height and distance on it to give your defence time to readjust. Poor clearance, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net. Well, they needed that, and so did he. Just look at the manager's relief there.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Joelinton. And on the ball is Cher. Jacob Murphy. Sandro Tonali. It's with Joelinton. Oh, fancy footwork. Harvey Barnes. Livramento. Tonali with it. From a long way out. Well, it would have taken perfect technique from that sort of range, and that was less than perfect.
Not a good decision from him. That's a waste of possession there.
James Maddison. Bentancur with it. Johnson. Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. Is it going to be? And the keeper's hand does the trick.
Well, despite creating chances, Spurs still find themselves level at the moment. But credit has to go to the goalkeeper. What a great save that was.
Yes, end-to-end stuff, but now they're forced to track back. Trippier. And it's with Isak. James Maddison. On the ball, Richarlison. And possibilities here. Oh, he'll take it on. But the goalkeeper didn't have to work quite as hard as I thought he might initially. Byrne. It's with Joelinton. Isaac. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Pedro Porro. Options in the centre. Well, that's splendid play. Richarlison. Trippier. Tonali with it. Joelinton. Harvey Barnes. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Romero. And now with Kulusevski. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. And let's give credit to the defending. Well, they win the throw following that challenge. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Johnson. Bentancur. Madison with it. And a textbook interception. Dan Burn. It's with Joelinton. Sandro Tonali. Isaac. Now with Barnes. Isaac. Very effective passing sequence. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. Will it happen for them? Guimaraes. It's with Joelinton. And teammates around him. Options in the middle. And quick thinking defensively. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Richarlison. Johnson. Given away by Tottenham. Bruno Guimaraes. An attack full of promise. Really committed defending. Brennan Johnson. And on to Kulusevski. Pedro Porro. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Flag raised for offside. Oh, he's given the ball away. Good vision. Can he get onto this? And the referee's whistle. That will conclude the first half here at Wembley. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. This looks interesting. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Can they make it count? And the referee satisfied it was a clean challenge. Joelinton, and it's with Isaac. Sandro Tonali. And the referee blows for a foul. And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
Takes on the shot. Well, it takes confidence to try your luck from that sort of distance.
Well, I have to say, that was a really good effort. He struck it so cleanly.
Can he find the right pass? Richarlison. Nicely timed tackle. Tactically quite clear what they're doing, trying to get right on top of their opponents. A good and fair challenge. Guimaraes. Trippier now. Byrne. Joelinton. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Dejan Kulusevski. Madison. And they might forge ahead. And expertly snuffing out the danger.
Well, showing his class there. He gets his angles absolutely spot on.
Now sending it in. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Romero. Could be threatening. And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. He's protecting it effectively. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Isaac. Harvey Barnes. Longstaff. And it's with Isaac. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Shielding the ball superbly. James Maddison. Bentancur. Richarlison. Can he put them in front? And that's an excellent piece of defending to thwart him. Sandro Tonali. And the Magpies finding space on the flank. Longstaff. He's using his strength to good effect. And possession given away. Well, that's how to shield the ball and control it. He could pick out a teammate. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Longstaff. Out of play, and a Spurs throw-in forthcoming. Well, it was their own throw-in. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Barnes. Tonali with it. Longstaff. Murphy. Moving the ball more than decently, but can they take the lead? Trippier. Happy to take on the shot. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. And over it comes, and he clears the danger. Oh, managing to beat him. Crossing opportunity. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Dejan Kulusevski. It's with Porro. Richarlison. Kulusevski. And possibilities here. Appear to be in two minds. Richarlison. Can he take the chance? Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Trippier. Longstaff. Distributing it well. And teammates to play it to. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Out of play. Newcastle throw-in forthcoming. Substitution time it is here. Harvey Barnes. Isaac. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Longstaff. Will it be? Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. Well, a short corner here. Played into the centre. Nicely saved. Well, pressure building. Another corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. And a significant block following that cross. Strong play here. Spence. Bentancur with it. Jed Spence. It's with Bentancur. Dejan Kulusevski. Well read to ease the pressure. Can he find the net? Well, he so badly wanted to net another one, but the keeper playing his part.
Well, maybe that should have been his second, but you can see another one coming. He's playing so well here.
They favoured a short one here. Nice looking pass. Struggling to get it away. He takes aim. And a corner for Tottenham could be useful as they try to take the lead. And a change for Spurs at this juncture. He's driven in the corner. And the danger's still on. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but you've got to give credit to the defending. Longstaff. Tonali with it. He's protecting it effectively. And the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Kulusevski. On the ball, Richarlison. Could play it in. Top-class defending. Using his physical strength to shield it. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? All hands on deck. Harvey Barnes. It might be the moment to get them ahead. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Playing it in and swept out of there. Gordon able to get his body in the way. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Cross fired over. A Spurs free kick it's going to be. Bentancur. Jed Spence. It's with Bentancur. James Maddison. And strong play here. Will he play it in? Well, the attack fizzled out. Dan Burn. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Looking for the final pass that will open things up. Opportunity to take the lead. Oh, great save!
Well, what reflexes from the keeper. That's a top-class save.
Spurs to make a personnel switch now. Short corner favoured. That's excellent defending following the cross. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Maddison. Jacob Murphy. Murphy. Longstaff. Now a decent position. Longstaff. On to Trippier. Delivering it into the box. And in the end, no damage done. Kulusevski. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Well, good hands there from the keeper. Longstaff. Trippier now. Room to roam on the wing for Newcastle. Longstaff. And a useful cross. And a goal to put them in front. Real drama here. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Bentancur. It's with Bentancur. 15 minutes left for play. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? Brennan Johnson. Can they get in behind them? It's still alive. Excellent defending. Appeared to be in two minds. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation.
Well, Spurs are still behind here, but only due to some great goalkeeping. Surely it's only a matter of time before they get this equalizer.
Murphy. Longstaff. Well, they're a bit like a passing machine, and you can understand why they want to play it that way, in front as they are. And the Magpies getting ready for their set-piece routine. Played over. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Danger averted for now, but it'll be another corner. Favouring the short one. Fine cross into the middle. Terrific piece of anticipation. Tino Livramento. Sandro Tonali. Longstaff. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment. Gordon. It's a fierce effort! Well, after that attempt, gobbled up by the keeper. Bentancur. The clock is against Tottenham, but they might yet bite back. A corner then, and with time running out, they've got to ask questions. Who's going to get on the end of it? Angles it back. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Longstaff. So in the closing phase of the game, and Newcastle straining every sinew as they try to make sure it's a win.
Well, it's been great entertainment, and we've seen some excellent attacking football. But overall, I think they've been the better team. They've certainly had the greater cutting edge. Now they just need to see this out in the final few moments.
Trippier. It's Dan Burn. Livramento. And Spurs doing well to win it back. Well, still pushing forward. It's a matter of whether or not they can come up with an equalizer. Must score! And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Well, this late corner could represent their last chance to equalise.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur.
And a substitution in the offing. But he's gone short with it. He cuts it back. Superbly read and executed. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Have to pay attention defensively. Well, they promised much on the break, but ultimately delivered little. Dejan Kulusevski. The overall situation doesn't favour Spurs, but they're still in it. Attending to his defensive chores. Kulusevski. Bentancur with it. No foul, Spurs advantage. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Terrific save. Fabian Schär. Longstaff. Trippier now. Murphy. Well, a growing sense of frustration. Just can't get near the ball. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. And the referee now going back to deal with the earlier incident. A yellow card it's going to be. Murphy. And a throw-in coming up for Newcastle. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Pedro Porro. Onto Solanke. And Spurs have to be bold in these trying circumstances. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Jacob Murphy. Longstaff. And quick thinking defensively. And possibilities here. Can he finish them off? In it goes! And surely that's the end of the story. They cannot throw it away from here.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Bentancur. Onto Solanke. Kulusevski. Longstaff. And the keeper's hand does the trick. Bentancur. Good ball over the top. Kulusevski. Bentancur. Not an especially strong challenge. And a chance to whip it in here. A decent effort, but the keeper read it all the way. Sandro Tonali. Tino Livramento. And Newcastle using width to good effect. He could pick out a teammate. Just wanted to get it out of there. Well, spot on with that challenge. Solanke. Kulusevski. Johnson. It's with Porro. And a no-nonsense clearance. Well, that's how to shield the ball and control it. Clattered away. Dejan Kulusevski. Now Romero with it. Bentancur. And on to Kulusevski. Pedro Porro. I like about that pass. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. Delivering it. Not the best clearance. Oh, it might be. Foiling his opponent completely. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. Well, they really need this. And that is when you need your goalkeeper. Whenever it comes. And it's all over. It is a story of stop and the action finally begins. A warm welcome to Wembley from me, Derek Ray. I'm joined in the commentary box by Stuart Robson, and we're just seconds away from kick-off time in what promises to be a wonderful Carabao Cup final. It's Newcastle United up against Tottenham Hotspur.
What a chance for one of these teams to get their hands on silverware. And over the years, we've seen some great League Cup finals. Let's hope today matches up to some of those occasions. Really looking forward to this one, Derek.
Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Stuart, in particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, if you give free kicks away to this man, he'll punish you. He really is brilliant from dead ball situations and has got great technique.
And here's the Newcastle formation. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Bruno Guimaraes plays alongside Sandro Tonali in central midfield. And the striker today is Alexander Isak. And Spurs will go with this starting 11. Jed Spence plays with Pedro Porro in the fullback positions. James Maddison starts with Rodrigo Bentancur in the centre of midfield. And the striker is Richarlison. And so the match is underway. Joelinton. Livramento. Sandro Tonali. Isak. Jacob Murphy. No let-up here. Barnes. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton. Oh, and nearly on target. Not quite, though.
Yeah, very nearly, but the goalkeeper had it covered. It wasn't really a great effort.
Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Maddison with it. Johnson. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? And it's played into the centre. And the no-nonsense clearance. Jacob Murphy. Trippier now. Bruno Guimaraes. And Newcastle showing good width. Cuts it back. And it's with Isak. Harvey Barnes. Well, he didn't miss by an awful lot. Bentancur. On the ball, Richarlison. James Maddison. Crossing opportunity. And the Magpies moving the ball forward with purpose. And crossed in there. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Takes the shot. No way through. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Maddison. Has someone to play it to. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Richarlison. Richarlison! And still danger here. Oh, great block. Well, a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. Tino Livramento. Now with Barnes. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Johnson. Given away by Tottenham. Trippier. Tonali with it. Jacob Murphy. Good-looking sequence. Guimaraes. Well, he's bound to be disappointed with himself. Not a great effort, Stuart.
Well, the less said about that, the better. Not a good decision from him.
Well, he thought he might have got away with it, but the referee rightly going back and brandishing the yellow card. Jed Spence. Bentancur with it. James Maddison. Kulusevski. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Sandro Tonali. The Magpies pushing forward with options available. Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Kulusevski. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Trying to open them up. Will it open up? Oh, a goal for Spurs! It's the opening statement in the final, and it could be massively important for them.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
And Newcastle get the ball rolling once more. How will they react to this setback? Tino Livramento. Now, who can he play it to? Has eyes for goal! Well, the shot looked promising, but the keeper had the measure of it. Kulusevski. On the ball, Richarlison. Can they find a gap in the defence? Who can he pick out? Bentancur. Can't miss, surely. And a fine stop to turn the ball away. Fabian Schär. Livramento. Tonali with it. Bruno Guimaraes. Throw in then for Newcastle. Sandro Tonali. It's with Joelinton. Fabian Schär. Here's Isaac. Trippier. And the keeper's hand does the trick.
Well, Newcastle have to keep going here. So close to getting the equalizer there.
Joelinton. Tonali with it. And the ball back with Spurs now. Fabian Schär. Isaac. Guimaraes. Could cross it in here. It's always likely to be the goalkeeper's ball. Brennan Johnson. Oh, great attacking play. Straightforward piece of goalkeeping. Isaac. And that'll be offside. Kulusevski. This looks interesting. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Jacob Murphy. Newcastle moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Long distance effort. Keeper did his job. James Maddison. Richarlison. It's with Bentancur. Newcastle come away with it. James Maddison. It looks promising. It did look on for them, but not to be. Making progress. Trippier. Excellent strike! Well, the goalkeeper's life wasn't made quite as difficult as might have been the case. Dejan Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson. Maddison with it. Bentancur. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Fruitful looking attack. Has eyes for goal! And the keeper taking it cleanly. Jed Spence. Advantage Spurs. Well, they couldn't keep hold of it. Sandro Tonali. It's Dan Burn. Guimaraes. Sandro Tonali. Harvey Barnes. Oh, potential danger. Joelinton. Tonali with it. Fabian Schär. Guimaraes. And on the ball is Schär. Bruno Guimaraes. Promising move this from Newcastle. Crossing possibilities. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Dejan Kulusevski. Johnson. And now with Kulusevski. Dangerous looking attack. Brennan Johnson. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Well, the referee has taken note of his name and number.
Well, I think he can count himself a bit unlucky there, but it was certainly a foul.
Space for the Magpies in the wide position. And space for him to cut in. Oh, he's blocked it! Kulusevski. Promising move from Tottenham. red to put an end to that attack. Well, he's certainly not alone. And he's in. And just like that, the break has stopped. Really top quality defending. Richarlison. Now counter-attacking possibilities. And just like that, the counter-attack comes to an end. Barnes. Here's Isak. And won the ball, apparently. Danger here as he runs at them. High quality defending. Richarlison. Stopped a surefire goal. Murphy. And Newcastle with the ball again. The cross is on. And closed down straight away. And it's with Isak. And what a magical save it was! Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Joelinton. Oh, a goal it is! The equalizer in this final. What next in the drama?
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip beyond the defender. It just buys him that bit of time to get his shot away. That's a really nice goal. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Promising pass. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali with it. Joelinton. They really look after the ball when they have it. The Magpies looking creative. Joelinton. Targets available. Cross comes in. And stopping the danger. Well, a chance here perhaps to invigorate their aerial targets. Can someone get on the end of this? Well, capable of a better clearance than that. And a time for cool heads. Now the counter-attack looks on. Maddison. All hands on deck. Will he play it in? And play towards the near post. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Murphy. Trippier. He's protecting it effectively. Bruno Guimaraes. Now he must favour the cross. Joelinton. Could go ahead. What a save! Dejan Kulusevski. It's with Porro. Kulusevski. Pedro Porro. And now with Kulusevski. Newcastle regaining possession here. Well, just overdoing it. Guimarães. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Chance for Isak. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Johnson. Now room to roam for Spurs on the wing. Maddison. Can he put them in front? Oh, it's in! To give them the lead in the final. The stuff that dreams are made of.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Guimarães. Just trying to keep their opponents on their toes with the passing game. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. And firing it to the near post. Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't. Van de Ven. Released it nicely. And a Tottenham Hotspur free kick coming up. Romero. Will he finish? That was going in. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Murphy. Spurs trying to use space to good effect. Maddison. It needs an accurate cross. Happy to shoot. And able to close down the shot. What a play for a Spurs throw-in. Well, they've decided to make a change. Kulusevski. Decent position. And still dangerous. Well, nothing untoward happened. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. And scope for Newcastle to attack out wide. Dangerous ball. Well, it still could be dangerous. Danger averted for now. And that puts them in position. It was on its way in. It was always likely to be the goalkeeper's ball. Livramento. And on to Barnes. Determined defending. Richarlison. Johnson. Long way out this. And the referee's whistle. We've reached the halfway point here at Wembley Stadium. So the second half underway, with Spurs looking to build upon a largely positive first half performance. And he takes it on! Sandro Tonali. Here's Isak. Harvey Barnes. And that'll be offside. Harvey Barnes. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Isak. A bit wasteful from the Magpies. Kulusevski. Madison with it. Richarlison. Madison. Oh, good use of the ball. Can he finish? Well, a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. And holding on to it at the second time of asking. Livramento. And on to Barnes. Tino Livramento. Newcastle in a potentially dangerous position. Well, he's been ruled offside. Well, he's certainly not alone. Nicely timed tackle. Well, acres of space out wide for Newcastle. A chance to whip it in. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Sandro Tonali. Harvey Barnes. He's protecting it well. Tonali with it. And cutting in from the flank. A fine reading of the situation. Decent looking pass. Dejan Kulusevski. Good looking sequence this. How about the cross? Great opportunity. And a goal to increase the lead in this final. Will they be stopped now?
Well, just look at this again. It's a great finish. He just caresses the ball beyond the goalkeeper. It's a lovely goal.
Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals. 3-1 as things stand. Livramento. Guimarães. No panic, just passing. Guimarães. Bruno Guimarães. Harvey Barnes. Tonali with it. Trying his luck from long range. Well, you've got to say, comfortably off target, Stuart.
Yeah, that's a waste of good possession. His teammates are not happy with him, and they're letting him know.
Van de Ven. James Maddison. Jed Spence. Strong play here. Options in the centre. Good-looking move. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Johnson. Pedro Porro. It's with Bentancur. Could be threatening. Oh, keeper dealt with it. And the short option preferred. Delivered into the area here. But he dealt with that ball played in rather well. And a chance to whip it in here. And the shot. And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike. Well, he knows his team haven't been good enough in this game, but how does he change it?
Back underway here, and it's been all Spurs so far. You sense there could be extra punishment dished out. Fabian Schär. In position here to protect the ball. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Fabian Schär. Murphy. Guimarães. Nice ball to switch the point of attack. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. And it's with Isak. Can he take the chance? It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Kulusevski. Holding the ball up here, waiting for others to arrive. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Guimaraes. And the Magpies finding space on the flank. High quality defending. James Maddison. And on to Kulusevski. Maddison with it. Johnson. Well, Newcastle have it back now. Livramento. Bentancur. Dejan Kulusevski. Maddison with it. Spence. James Maddison. Body on the line. Well, there's an example of how to press high up. And danger still. And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, had that gone in, surely that would have been game over. Credit to the keeper, though. That was a good save.
Well, maybe a chance for them now to relieve the pressure by stringing a few passes together. Well, the cross was deep, a little too deep. Delivering it into the box. And the danger's still on. Nicely timed tackle. Dejan Kulusevski. Maddison with it. And intercepted it. Jacob Murphy. Trippier. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end. James Maddison. Johnson. Dejan Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson. Richarlison. Must be. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And it is substitution time at this juncture, not just from one side, but from both. Who's going to get on the end of it? And dealt with it nicely. Dejan Kulusevski. Well, strong play here. Johnson. They do pass the ball with authority. Brennan Johnson. And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Dan Burn. And on to Barnes. Guimaraes. Jacob Murphy. And do they mean business on this occasion? He'll have a go here! Well, I must admit it didn't trouble the keeper to the extent that I thought it might. Spurs get the advantage from the referee. Brennan Johnson. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. This looks promising. Johnson takes the shot. And the keeper there to make sure nothing untoward happened. Harvey Barnes. Sandro Tonali. Livramento. Tonali with it. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Now, let's see what they can do here. Making sure it didn't get past him. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? And he'll go back and hand out a yellow card here.
Yeah, he was always going to go back for that challenge. It was a poor one, you have to say.
And with play stopped, they will make the change now. You might say the ball did its job. James Maddison. Kulusevski. James Maddison. Spurs pushing forward with options available. Brennan Johnson. Promising position, this. Well, that's good defending. Well organised up the back. Big chance! Oh, I thought it was going to be a double for him.
Well, he's been good today and probably deserves a second goal there. That was a good effort.
He's driven in the corner. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Richarlison. Pedro Porro. Now what can they do from here? Oh, body in the way, crucially. Trippier. Excellent strike! Couldn't quite finish.
Well, if they can just get one, it will certainly make it interesting.
Brennan Johnson. Well, he's certainly not alone. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Murphy. Trippier now. Jacob Murphy. Acres of space for the Magpies. James Maddison. Pat Matar Sarr. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Now he must favour the cross. Pedro Porro. Now Romero with it. Johnson. Brennan Johnson. On the ball, Richarlison. Pedro Porro. Return to Richarlison. He's protecting it well. Can he find the net? Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Murphy. Wilson with it. And showing the importance of width. And there's the feed into the box. Strong hand on that one. Decides to shoot. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. But he's gone short with it. Played into the centre. Now that was never likely to trouble the keeper. Van de Ven. Sarr. Maddison with it. Well, you might say it's the ideal way to see out a game when you can pass like this. Really good build-up, but no end product. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali with it. Anthony Gordon. Long way out this. Tremendous block. Dejan Kulusevski. Pape-Matar Sarr. And now with Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson. It's opening up for them. Thwarting him. Targets available, cross comes in. And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. And a change for Spurs at this juncture. And this might mean job done. Goal! Taking aim from the spot and finding the target.
Well, as you can see, the keeper makes no effort in the end. He was hoping it would be struck down the middle, but it's an easy finish, really.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali with it. Guimaraes. And Spurs regaining possession. Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson. It's with Porro. Just couldn't drop his guard even for a fleeting moment under pressure there, the keeper. Sandro Tonali. This is the time when the talking has to stop and the action finally begins. A warm welcome to Wembley from me, Derek Ray. I'm joined a wonderful Carabao Cup final. It's Newcastle United up against Tottenham Hotspur.
What a chance for one of these teams to get their hands on silverware. And over the years, we've seen some great League Cup finals. Let's hope today matches up to some of those occasions. Really looking forward to this one, Derek.
Good defending. And here's the Newcastle formation. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Bruno Guimaraes plays alongside Sandro Tonali in central midfield. And the striker today is Alexander Isak. Well, a long-range efforts, but no real difficulties for the goalkeeper. Introducing the Spurs starting 11. Jed Spence plays with Pedro Porro in the fullback positions. James Maddison starts with Rodrigo Bentancur in the centre of midfield. And the striker is the very creative and eye-catching Richarlison. And the defensive intervention there. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Richarlison. And quick thinking defensively. James Maddison. Johnson. opportunity to deliver the cross. A very timely interception. Just can't get it past him. And the throw into Spurs. Romero. It's with Porro. And he did well to cut it out. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Bentancur. Now Romero with it. Johnson. Well, fine use of the ball. Well, full marks for getting past him. And he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. Dan Burn. Joelinton. Sends it back and pushed away to safety. Romero. Madison with it. Kulusevski. Richarlison. Spence. And the decision is one of offside here. Jacob Murphy. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, attacking possibilities. Good visualisation and execution. Well, struggle to get it away properly. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. Harvey Barnes. Decides to shoot. The opening goal in the final. And how important could that be as a direction pointer?
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
Nil then. Well, just a bit too much on the pass, and this will be a goalkeeper's ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Crossing opportunity, and he's clear as lines. And the Magpies failing to keep the ball. Jed Spence. Madison with it. Mickey van de Ven. It's with Bentancur. Kulusevski. Johnson. It's opening up for them. It's with Porro. Brennan Johnson. Blocking it. Murphy. Sandro Tonali. And they continue to advance And a lot of options here. That's a routine take. Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson. Very effective pass. Maddison. Oh, maybe the equalizer. And you've just witnessed a moment of truly high-class goalkeeping.
You're absolutely right. What a save that is. He's reacted so quickly.
Now sending it in. Good clearance. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Guimaraes. Trippier now. And Newcastle using width to good effect. That's not a bad ball. Clears it away. Well, he's certainly not alone. Cross could be useful. And still dangerous. It could be up for grabs. Maddison. Oh, good reflexes from the keeper, and the danger averted. Trying to deliver it accurately. Not out of the woods yet. No defensive resilience there. Well, I'm not sure the keeper particularly wanted that, but danger averted for now. Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. A chance to whip it in. Joelinton. Guimaraes. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Could be threatening. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. And goes for goal! Well, it wasn't quite as dangerous as I thought it might be. Bruno Guimaraes. Sandro Tonali. Joelinton. And he read it well. Barnes. Interception to snuff out the danger. And blocked for now. Blocked again. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. After a wonderful free kick. A corner to Tottenham it is, as they try to get on level terms. Who can they pick out? No trouble at all as far as the keeper was concerned. Trippier has lost possession. Murphy. Jacob Murphy. Guimaraes. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Dejan Kulusevski. Johnson. Madison with it. Oh, that's a fine pass. Moving the ball nicely in search of an equalizer. And the ball back with Newcastle here. Tino Livramento. Newcastle ceding possession. Can they get in behind them? And now with Kulusevski. Could be! Oh, it wasn't far away, but above the crossbar. Tottenham couldn't maintain possession. Sandro Tonali. Can he find the right pass? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Well, difficult for both sides to find any passing rhythm. And the referee blows for a foul. Bentancur. Kulusevski. Fancies a pop from here. No degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Joelinton. And on the ball is Cher. Sandro Tonali. Well, when you're leading, you can afford to be pass-happy. Joelinton. Well, Tottenham have possession again. And Spurs moving the ball with purpose. But timely defending when it mattered. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Really good build-up, but no end product. And a Tottenham Hotspur free kick coming up. Richarlison looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. James Maddison. Superbly read and executed. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Murphy. Oh, this looks useful. Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Trippier.